Hey everyone, you are welcome to my YouTube channel once again. To my old subscribers, I love you so much. To my new people, you're welcome to the channel and we love you too. To my future subscribers, I love you all as well. Please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is the least you can do for me, as this channel is all about creating awareness, and I'll bring you more and more insights on all travel and different opportunities as there is. So today we are going to talk about the diversity visa lottery. Have you heard about the diversity visa lottery? um every year, each year, the United States of America opens its borders for migrants to come into their country. There are very many different pathways in which one can get into the United States, but there is this other pathway of going through the diversity visa lottery. So, what do you stand to gain from winning this lottery? You and your family, if you have a family, you and your spouse and your children can be able to relocate permanently to the United States of America. Isn't that interesting? You also stand a chance of improving your life, bettering everything, if at all that is your desire to travel. And then you'll have the same benefits like the nationals. So why not give it a chance? Why not try it out? It's very easy. You don't have to pay any money to apply for this. It's free of charge. You just have to go into the website here and there and fill in the form, but then there's some few requirements here and there that you have to fulfill, and then that's all. You don't need money to apply for this. All you need is your phone, your laptop, or any form of gadget that you can use to access the internet and apply for this. So basically, if this is something that you love and something that you'd love to try, please try it out. There are certain few requirements that I would love to to go through with you. uh you'll go I'll go I'm going to show you how basically you can go through this page, and how you can be able to navigate through and find it easy. You don't need anyone to apply for you. You can do this on your own. So let's go through it and see. So this is how we are going to navigate through it. Let me show you how to go about it so that you do it yourself. Like, someone else would charge you for this, but then please do it yourself. Do not let people cheat you, because I know you can do it by yourself. So you're going to go to Google and then type in diversity visa lottery. Then you click this, the first one. So it will take you to the website. This is the website where you'll get most of the information that you need. The instructions for the lottery, then photo instructions and examples, then fill in the form. Yeah, and then that is it. So basically, let's first look at the instructions and see. So guys, once the page loads, this is where it will take you. You see travel.state.gov. Okay. So the next thing, you'll be looking for DV program 2025 online registration. Then right here you'll see the DV 2025 program instructions. You download that. Okay. Once you're done downloading it, you'll be able to open the page. These are some of the the countries for DV. You see, like around here, is it for DV 2025, natives of the following countries are not eligible to apply because more than 50,000 natives of these countries immigrated to the United States in the previous 5 years. So, which countries are we looking at? We're looking at Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, the People's Republic of China, Colombia, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, the Philippines, the Republic of Korea, in brackets we have South Korea, Venezuela, and Vietnam. So my people, these if you're native of these countries, then you are not eligible to apply. Then, with exception of the United Kingdom and its dependent territories, which are now eligible for DV 2025, there were no changes in eligibility for the previous fiscal year. So all the countries, if you applied for it last year and were not successful, please do apply this year because your country still is eligible. Then we look at eligibility requirements. The first requirement is that you should be a native of the country that is eligible. You should be coming from that country. If you are Ugandan, then you are eligible, so you go ahead and apply. Then if you're not a native of the country with historical low rates of immigration to the United States, there are two ways you might be able to qualify. The first way is if your spouse is a native of the country with history of low rates of immigrants to the United States. Okay, are you? And then the second way is, are you a native of a country that does not have historical low rates of immigration to the United States, but in which neither of your parents was born or illegally resident at the time of your birth? So yeah, so that's one requirement about being a native. Then the second requirement is each DV applicant must meet education or work experience requirement for the DV program by having either at least a high school education or its equivalent, defined as successful completion of 12 years course of formal elementary and secondary education. Like for Uganda, that is around, if you at least senior 6, yes, and then like at least you should have completed 12 years for the rest of the countries. 12 years, study course, all like through your studies, and then or a 2-year work experience within the past 5 years in an occupation that requires at least 2 years of training or experience to perform. Won't go into details of that. So these are the other instructions, how to fill in the form and all that. You can go through it, and then another thing, we have photo instructions here. So there is, as for it, let's look at the photo examples. They'll tell you the acceptable photos. You look at the acceptable photos right here. These are acceptable visa photos. Then these are photos that are not acceptable. The photos should not, there should be lighting, and then you should not put on glasses and all that. So you see, your photo should be very clear. You see, these ones that are not acceptable are a bit dark, the background and all that. And then if you want to check if your photo really qualifies, you click on photo tool. So photo tool allows you to choose your photo. Let me say you've taken your photo from the studio and all that, so you can choose a photo. Click on choose photo and see. So guys, as I told you, you click this and you check if your photo is eligible. Unfortunately, I don't have a photo here, but then if you put and it tells you the dimensions, the photo is so compressed and all that, try and take a better photo. Okay, and then all that. So once you are very sure of your photo, and then you've read the instructions and you're conversant with everything, you go ahead and begin entry. So we are right here. So you'll fill in, you'll submit this computer check. That is 43R9ST. Okay. And then you submit. So they're telling us to enter the code as we see it. Remember guys, the form is open. Estimated burden, like the estimated time will be 30 minutes. So, and I believe you can fill in this in less than that. So let's try this again. Okay, so this is the form that you're supposed to fill in. Your last name, that is your family name, then your first name, that is, I would say, is it a Christian name or what? Okay, that name that is given, but then your first name is like your family name, your native name, something of a sort. Then if you have a middle name, you add it here. Then your gender, male or female, date of birth, you fill it in. Then city where you're born. Guys, make sure you fill this according to what is in your passport. Yes, what is in your passport. Country where you're born, you put that there. Then eligibility, this is what I was showing you earlier on. So are you claiming eligibility based on country where you're born? You say yes. So they'll ask you for the country, you place it there. Then entrance photograph, if your photo is so, this is where now you come and choose a photo and upload your photo. If you have the correct photo, it will accept. Then mailing address, you put all that in, you fill in all that. If you do, then country, you put in your country where you live today. You might be a native of a country that is eligible, but currently you're not residing in that country. Let me say you're from Kenya and you're residing in UAE. So here you'll say country where you live today, you'll put UAE, but then you put the country where you're currently living. Okay, it doesn't matter. Then you put your phone number, though it's optional, your email address, you put all that there. And then the highest level of education, you go through all this and you click your highest level of education. Then you go to marital status. Unmarried, that means you're single. Then married, that means you have a spouse. So you'll click married. If you're unmarried, you click unmarried. Then there is married, and my spouse is a US citizen or US lawful permanent resident. So there's also option for divorced, widowed, legally separated, you put that there. Then after you've put in all, if you say you're married, so it will go ahead and ask you to enter information about your spouse, meaning when you're taking photos, you're going to take your photo, your spouse's photo, your children's photo. If you have 5 children, those are 5 different passport photos. If you have 2 children, 2 different passport photos for them. If you have like the number of children you have determines the number of passport photos you're going to take. For each child, that is 1 passport photo. So if you only have 1 child, you'll only fill in details of 1 child. If you have like 2 children, you'll fill, let me say, married. So you'll put in all this. They'll ask you for details of your spouse. Okay. So that is it. So like then the number of children, if you say you have like 2 children, you put number there, 2, 1 or 0, you put there. So after that, Remember, for when you put number of your children, it will ask you for details of each child, when the child was born and all that, and then it'll ask you to upload that child's photo. Same as for your spouse, you'll fill in your spouse's name and details, and then they'll ask you to upload their photo. Once you are done with that, you continue. You'll be able to continue, and in the end submit all your information. And after submitting your information, they'll give you a confirmation number, like it's a computer generated number. And please, many people make a mistake of not saving that number, or because there's an option at the end where you're supposed to print that form, or save it. Find a way of saving it, take a screenshot or do what, but then save that confirmation number that they give you at the end of your application, because that is the exact number you're going to use. The confirmation number is the one you'll use to enter the form, to enter when results are back in May. Yes, thank you guys. I hope you've learned something, and please don't keep quiet. Please fill in this form and submit. I pray for you, and I wish you all the best. Bye.